It's early in the morning and this room is a mess. I can't find no matching socks today. No, it isn't easy getting up and getting dressed. I can't find no matching socks today. No,
Hello everybody and welcome to episode 59 of Nicole O's World Podcast. Welcome. I am your host Nicole. Today is April the 19th, 2015. This is my second take. My first one I kept saying it was February and then it was March. I want to say welcome. Do not adjust your set. Yes, I know it's been so long since I podcast. And I'm sorry, and I will explain why. And if you're wondering if I look different, yes, I do look different. If you haven't noticed, or if, I know I haven't been on social media lately, but if you haven't noticed, yes, I chopped my long hair off. You can see, my hair was long, and I chopped it off, and I will explain why. I don't have any finished objects. I don't have any knitting or crocheting. I know. I'm bad. And there's a reason for that. And I'm going to just go into life happenings right now. So you can fast forward this if you don't want to hear what's been going on with me. Why I haven't podcast since the week before Easter. Basically, I think I told you guys, basically, I went to my doctor and got my blood work done, and I got my results back, and she said to me, Nicole, you are severely deficient in your vitamin D. I go, okay. She said that explains a lot of the problems you've been having, because I know some of you that personally message me throughout the months, like, are you okay, or you don't seem yourself, is everything okay? Well, I wasn't feeling myself, and I wasn't really feeling good, and that was why I just was like, ugh. And she said also the reason for my severe deficiency in vitamin D is, 1, the winter lack of sun, lack of natural light, vitamin D. 2, I am lactose intolerant, so therefore I can't have, as I put it, real milk. I have to either have soy, coconut, almond, cashew, rice, so on and so forth. So, not that those are not a good source of calcium. They are a really great source of calcium. They actually have more calcium than milk. But anyhow, she said it's not uncommon for somebody that's lactose intolerant to be vitamin D deficient. She said, however, I am severely vitamin D deficient. She said, so I'm putting you on a regimen for 12 weeks of 50,000 unit vitamin D capsules. I go, oh, I can go buy those over the counter, right? No, Nicole. She goes, it's an extremely high dose that has to be taken once a week for 12 weeks. Okay, no problem. Well, I get those, and I took it my first week, and I was like, oh, this isn't too bad, hey. And then by the end of the week, I'm like, whoa, I'm like zonked, tired, and I was achy. I was like, what is this achiness? Well, here the achiness was because some of the side effects of that heavy dose of vitamin D can be achiness. Some people get tired, So I had that. And then, as you guys remember, I said I was on an appetite suppressant to help me lose weight, which is prescribed by my doctor. In case you're wondering, don't worry. I am following up my primary care physician, and I have set up a plan. And I know in the last couple episodes, I kept saying I have dry mouth so bad, and, I was drinking. I still am drinking. I still have dry mouth, but not as bad. And another reason why I haven't been around anywhere lately is my body has had a total shock. Within 4 or 5 weeks, I say within 5 weeks, I have lost a total of 8.1 pounds. And that's been a shock to my system. I didn't want to do anything. Nothing. I'd come home from work, I'd make supper, maybe go work out in my yard for an hour, if that, and sometimes I wouldn't even do that. I'd be home, make supper. I was zonked. I'd watch a little TV in the evening, fall asleep watching television. I had no desire to want to knit or crochet or spin. None of that. I just wanted to sleep. I am even so far behind on my podcast. Those of you who have mentioned me on your podcast or, watch a special episode, I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm not ignoring you. I'm just so far behind. My body has got zonked from it. Like, ugh. I'm like, ugh. So, things are now getting back to what I call Nicole level. Back to the way it should be, how I normally am. Because normally I get energy. I'm like, go, 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 go. So, as I said, it's been a shock to my body. So, it's like I was tired or I was achy. I lost my crafting mojo, my knitting and crochet mojo. I was like, yeah, I want to knit. Bring my knitting in with me in the living room. I'm like, yeah, I'm good at knit. And I'd sit there, get the podcast on, and all of a sudden my dad would wake me up and be like, you gonna go to bed? You're snoring. I'm like, yeah, okay. I didn't know I was sleeping. Or my grandma would get up and she'd be like, it's 3:30 in the morning and you're in here sleeping. And go, oh. So that's that. And not just the tired, but kind of like I felt wonky and weak, and I didn't want to do anything. And then within the past week or two, I started getting energy back. I was like, I want to go. I want to do, like, I was like, whoosh. I mean, I even forced myself to exercise. I was like, Nicole, you have to exercise. You have to move. You have to help the tools that you have to lose weight. So, I'm starting to feel better. And don't worry, it's diet. I am allowed to splurge and have a soda at least once a month or once a week. So this is my once a week. And if you're wondering why I chopped my hair off, because I know those of you love my long, wavy, curly hair, I chopped it off because it's falling out. My hair's falling out. And it's because the doctor warned me that my hair would fall out, and it's because of losing weight again. When I had my weight loss surgery in 2009, I lost it so quick that I got sicker than what I was now, and my body was in more of a shock then than it is now. And I lost my hair worse then than now. But I would notice, like, I get clumps of hair in my hand, or I'd see clumps of hair in the drain. I'm like, yeah, let me just go get my hair cut. And I purposely told the girl to cut it, you can see it, shorter. I know it looks horrible now. I was outside today, but anyhow, it looks greasy and everything else. I was outside most of the day, and it's windy anyways. But yeah, I told her to cut it shorter for that reason, and I like the cut. I like the layer and the face framing. So yeah, now even though it's still coming out, it's not as noticeable and not as bad. And I am taking biotin, or Botan, as some people call it, which will help, and my hair is gonna stop falling out, and it's actually gonna come back, and it'll come back thicker and curly, which is okay, which is fine by me. So I think that's everything with me. Why I haven't been around lately. If you watch this maybe today or tomorrow, I have been back on social media more, on my Facebook, my Goodreads, my Instagram and Twitter. I have been back on those. And if you're wanting to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, or Goodreads, I am known as Nikki18229 virtually everywhere on the interwebs. So feel free to send me a request. On Instagram, my account is private, but if you send me a friend request and you obviously are not a spam bot, I'll accept it. We also have a Facebook page for our podcast called Nickel O's World Podcast. It is a closed group. However, if you click to ask to join, and I can tell that you're not a spammer or a spam bot, I will add you to the group. Or you can just send a message and say, hey, Nicole, this is so-and-so. I watch your podcast, and I want to join the Facebook page. Not a problem. Goodreads, yeah, you can see that I've kind of been, even though I've been wonky and no crafting mojo, I've been reading. I've been doing that. Yeah, what else have I been doing? I've been doing a couple product reviews. So if you follow me on Instagram or Twitter, you have seen that. If you're interested, how I get to do product reviews is through these sites that I join, where they say that hey, we're doing this campaign. We feel that you'd be a good match. Do you want to do it? Yes or no? And they send it to you. You get to keep the stuff and give them a review. So, on my personal blog, there are going to be reviews of the products that I am reviewing. And my personal blog is Nickel O's, oh, hang on. I have it here. Let me get it up. It is NickelO'sWorldThoughts.com. NickelO'sWorldThoughts.com. I will put it, when I edit, you should see it at the beginning when the song intro is going on, No Matching Socks. We also have a podcast for the group called Nickel O's World Podcast.blogspot.com. That'll be up there too. And if you're interested in wanting to know what websites I go through to do product reviews, feel free to PM me on Rav, or you can send me a personal email if you know my personal email, or contact me on Rav or email, and I will gladly let you know which sites that I am doing where you can do product reviews. And I have got asked by some people, because I think I mentioned before that. Sorry about that, I got interrupted. Anywho, I honestly don't remember what I was saying, but yeah, if you're interested in any product review sites that I'm using, let me know. I have had a couple people ask me, because I mentioned previously that there's a site that I use where I test websites and they pay you. So if you're interested in that, please feel free and ask me, and I will give you all the information. I joined an online book club where you can read books, give reviews, and you can also get paid to read and review books. So if you're interested in any of those, let me know. Goodreads, if you're following me, I am doing the reading challenge for the year, and I picked to read 15 books for the year, and I'm at 7 of 15. I have been trying, since I have no knitting mojo, to at least read a page or two at night. I guess I should talk quick. Maryland Sheep and Wool. I will be going to Maryland Sheep and Wool this year again, and I am going on Saturday instead of Sunday. I will give you all the details next week. I will positively be recording next week, because that'll be Maryland Sheep and Wool Eccentric. I think that's the right word, eccentric? I don't know, be Maryland Sheep and Wool. Alright. I have got the urge, since I am feeling better, to go into my knitting and crocheting. I have followed you guys. I know we have a wonderful Cal Cal going on, our Autism 2015 Cal Cal. I have went and I checked. You guys are doing an awesome job with what you're putting in. Wow, you guys are amazing. I will go over all that good stuff now. I'm just going to briefly summarize it. I am doing an along with the Penhook Needles group, Talia and Marlisha. They started the Autism Awareness Cal Cal, and I am one of the many hosts that are participating with them. And I am excited to be hosting along with Emily Chain of Fools from the Fibertown podcast, and also Heidi from the Heidi, who's known as Nitty Girl from the On Dead Yarn group. I am so happy to be co-hosting with those two lovely ladies, as well as the two lovely ladies from Penhook and Needles. I will go over my rules and guidelines. If you want to know about their Emily's and Heidi's and Marlisha and Talia's rules and guidelines, you do have to go to their page, because all our rules and guidelines slightly differ from one another. So here goes. The Cal Cal began April the 1st and it will end June the 30th, 2015. Projects must be started no later than April the 1st and finished no later than June the 30th, 2015. Please tag your projects as the following: hashtag AA 2015. So hashtag AA 2015. And if you're on Instagram, feel free to use the hashtag AA 2015. That way when I get on Instagram, I can put in that hashtag, and I get to see all your lovely projects as well if you're on Instagram. Alright. Projects must be knit or crochet and be bright colored. Black, white, neutrals, and non-brights should be kept to a minimum in the project. At least 3/4 of the project should be bright. Fibertown, Penhook and Needles, and On Dead Yarn their rules may be slightly different. You may post works in progress photo. You may post on works in progress photo per project per week. Finished objects may be posted whenever they are completed. I do have the AA 2015 thread up, so you can post your works in progress picture in there. One photo per week of all your works in progress. So if you got 5 works in progress, during the week you can post 5 pictures of them. And if you finish 5 projects in a week, girlfriend, you are more better than I am, or boyfriend, you are more better than me. Submit them in there. Chatter is welcome in the thread, as always. I love chatter as well. Please keep in mind that all projects should be brightly colored. Dull or somber colors will be moved to our show off thread, or my show off thread. Duh, Nicole. Forget what you're doing. The bright colors may be separate yarns, variegated yarns, self-striping, or yarn that pools. That's my favorite. I love yarn that pools at times. It's like one of my favorites. As long as bright colors are present, small amounts of darker colors and whites may be allowed for contrast. We will have prizes. I don't have my prizes with me. I'm just quickly putting out a podcast. So I will have my prizes next week to show you guys. I promise. Chatter, works in progress, and finished objects will all be on the same thread. Excuse me. I'm sorry, excuse me for that. Only works in progress and finished objects will be eligible for prizes. However, sorry about that. Chatter doesn't count, but it is welcome. And I do have a list of some project ideas if you're wondering what to make. It is all on my AA Autism Awareness 2015 page. As I said, I completely forgot about showing you guys the prizes because I wanted to get this out quick. I know I'm a bad podcaster. Forgive me. I love you guys. Alright, as I said, I'm getting my mojo back. And one of the things I wanted to crochet was a bag. And I've made this before. I made it as a gift for somebody. I'm sorry, it's like 9:23 at night and I'm getting tired. It's almost like my bedtime. Alright, it's a free crochet pattern. It is by Lion Brand, so I'm not giving anything away if I'm showing you. It says skill level easy, one size, 35 inches at the widest. I'm sure mine came out bigger than 35 inches that I made for somebody, because gauge wasn't really important. It's a bag. Gauge isn't to me. But here's what the finished product looks like. I think it is pretty. I like the bag. I wouldn't use this as like a purse. I would use this as a market bag when I go to the farmer's market. Or if I go out to the store to cut. If I go to the grocery store, I try to carry my reusable bags to cut down on the plastic bags that I do get because they just pile up. I use them as my plastic bags as garbage bags. And I have plenty. But I try to be conscious about what I'm using. So I really like these bags. Or if I know I'm going out somewhere, like out maybe to a festival or something like that, I may carry a big gigantic bag that I can put my bags in that I buy. So these come in handy. They're calling for Lion Brand cotton yarn, although you can use any yarn to make it. I've used regular worsted weight yarn. It calls for a size H8 5mm crochet hook and a large blunt needle for sewing. I am actually, in case you guys are wondering, I'm not using a cotton. I don't want to, because I have had this yarn on my mind. Yes, it is actually that bright. You guys are seeing the color wonderfully. This has been in my stash for a few years now. And it is called Sunshine Print. I like the name Sunshine Print. And it is 244 yards. It is 5 ounces. So I should have enough to make this bag. We'll see. And if I don't, I'll just have to use another yarn. But I definitely want to use this because I absolutely love the colors. You guys are seeing it right. And if you wonder why it may look brighter in my dining room tonight, it's because I got new light bulbs in their halogen, I want to say? No, LED. I think they're LED. And they're LEDs. I have, on my ceiling fan, I have 4 lights, and I only have 2 on versus the 4. And I still have great light, and you guys are seeing this good, and it's nighttime. So that's that. I don't really have any stash enhancements. I didn't buy any yarn. The only yarn that I have gotten is from my Mary Maxim Knit Club of the Month. I can't talk. I told you guys all this stuff, like, it's a fact. I can't talk. That's the only enhancement that I got. I have been good about being on my yarn diet. If I go into a store and I walk down the yarn aisle, I have to restrain myself from buying. Because I'm like, next month, Maryland's coming up next month, Nicole, and you want to buy there. So, the only other clubs that I am in is, I am trying the Yarn Box Club. I got my first month subscription last month. It is on one of my previous episodes, if you're wondering what it is. I I'm giving it another month to see if I want to keep it going, because that subscription is I think it's $39.95, and that's free shipping, no shipping included. It ships free. So I'm gonna see how I like that. And the other one I am in is from darngoodyarn.com. I am in her Yarn Club of the Month subscription, and that with shipping, the subscription is $17.99 a month, and with shipping it comes to $23 and some cents a month. I like it because I get to try different yarns from Darn Good Yarn to see what I like. They give you 2 full skeins of yarn that you can use to make a project of your liking, whether it be from Darn Good Yarn site or a project that you may have in mind. And I love Darn Good Yarn. I've been buying Darn Good Yarn for I don't know how many years now. Long time. And my other one is my Mary Maxim Knit Club of the Month subscription, which comes with it is $12.99 a month, and with shipping comes to $20.49 a month. I am going between the 3 of them to see which one that I like the best, and I will keep it. I know, or I may just keep 2 of them. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes, because I do like all 3 of them, but I know in reality I can't have all 3 of them. So we'll see. Anyways, my Mary Maxim Knit Club of the Month, it came actually in a big box, and this was inside it. And I'm trying to show it so that I don't give you guys away the pattern, because I feel that it is a paid for pattern since I got it in my subscription. It is a spring wreath. And this is what it's supposed to look like when it is finished. And it calls for, let's see here. It has natural 2 skeins, boutique ribbon, 42 yards, 42 yards, natural 1 hank, ultra mellow spun, green 1 piece, 12-inch round foaming. It calls for US size 7 or 4.5 mil needles, and US 19 or 15 mil needles, but they say it's optional. Because they show you in the directions how you can knit it on your hand. So I don't know if I want to do it that way. I don't have 15 mil needles. I'd have to go buy them, or I can find somebody that I can borrow them. But it comes with Mary Maxim's Titan in bulky weight, and it is in their natural colorway. It is getting a glare from it, but it is white. It is a 100%. I want to say 100% acrylic. Made in Turkey. 80 yards. Yes, it's 100% acrylic, so I got 1. I got 2 of those. I got enough green to do the leaves, as you saw. Enough green to make those leaves. And I'm assuming, obviously, this is just 100% acrylic green. And then I got 1 skein of Red Heart Boutique ribbons in this colorway Fluorescent. And it is 1 skein. Hand wash, 76% acrylic, 19% polyester, and 5% metallic. I am wanting to make this because it fits in perfect with Autism Awareness colors, the bright colors, as you guys can see. I don't know, I'm hoping you guys can see, it really is bright. and then the styrofoam to make the wreath. So I think that was a pretty good, I know many, just to buy all this, it would cost over $20.49 just to buy all this. So I think that was kind of a really good price for the Knit Club of the month. I mean, I'm more than getting my money's worth out of that subscription this month. And my grandma is anxiously waiting for me to make it up because she's like, make it up. I want to put it on my door. On our door in the living room. She's like, I want to put it on there for spring and summer. So I'm like, okay, I guess I got to get it started. So those are my only two, sorry for the noise. They're my only two projects that I'm really actually going to start working on right now. So again, I'm sorry for not having any knitting, crocheting, or finished objects. Oh, I do have enhancement. It's over there. It is yarn. It wasn't bought. I didn't buy it. It was given to me. I actually went to a barn sale, and I got talking with the lady that was having the sale. I bought some things there from her. And we got talking, and she said how pretty my February lady sweater was. I had that on because it was cool in the morning. I said, oh, thank you. She goes, that's beautiful. She goes, did you buy that? And then she's looking, she goes, did you make that? I said, yes, I did. And my grandma's like, oh, she makes all her sweaters. She knits and crochets all the time. She's always busy, busy, busy. And she's like, that's beautiful. She's like, you knit and crochet? I said, yes. I said, I knit, I crochet, I spin. I said, I spin fiber into yarn. And she goes, I have something that you will like. I said, oh, okay. Didn't know what it was. She comes back with this bag, big shopping bag. I'll make sure to show you guys next week. But she comes back with a big shopping bag. Hang on. I'll go get it. Now wait. She comes back with this big shopping bag full of yarn, and she goes, here you go. I said, oh. I was like a little taken. I was like, oh, because I didn't plan on buying yarn. I go, oh, well, how much do you want a skein or a bag for the yarn? There's some that are in bags. I said, how much would you want a bag? She goes, I said, or how much do you want for this whole bag? She goes, nothing. I said, seriously, how much do you want for it? She said, nothing. It's yours. Take it. I said, are you sure you don't want anything? She said, nope. She said, I can tell you enjoy what you do, and you love your knitting, you love your crocheting, you love your spinning. Take it. It's yours. She said, I have my other crafts, my painting, my refinishing. So yeah, that's that. Alright, my dad just came in, so I'm going to let you guys go, and I will talk to you again next week. And I'll talk more about my yarn next week. Bye.